What's up, softball fans? We are down to our final 2 episodes of the summer of Big Stix energy as the 2024 season is winding down. I'm Adam Peterson coming at you from the RDC studios here, and I am pumped. If you can't hear it, I am pumped to bring you all the highlights and results from this past weekend's tournament of one of the most electrifying 14U softball teams in the state. We are talking about our very own Minnesota Stix based out of Rochester. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get you to it here. We were in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota for the MFA Summer Classic hosted by the Minnesota Fast Pitch Academy. 3 pool play games on Saturday, single elimination bracket on Sunday. Could play as many as 3 games in a bracket in a row, or you could just be one. It's single elimination. Unbelievable. Before I get to that, though, gotta give a shout out to one of our favorite 16U Minnesota Stix out there from Dover Yoda, Aubrey Foster. That girl is playing lights out. She stretched her hit streak this weekend to 8 games. Very happy to see her doing well. We definitely miss her and her family around the softball fields hanging out with us. We did get to see Wendy, so that was a little treat. We miss Chad. If you're out there, Chad, we miss you, buddy. But anyway, let's move on to the 14U MFA Summer Classic here for the 14U team. These are the teams that are participating. You could see, Menace, Misfits, Magic, Moose, Clutch Hitters, 14U Stealth, Force, who ended up getting the 1 seed. You'll see later on, us, a bunch of other teams. But kind of cool to see that layout right there. In terms of the state rankings, I kind of pulled this up. Minnesota Stix were coming into this tournament ranked number 5 in the state of Minnesota for Class 14A. These are the rankings as of July 18th. I believe that was last Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. Minnesota Magic hold the number 1 spot. I know I said the Minnesota Royals flip-flop with them after the Mankato tournament? I don't remember which tournament I was talking about. But anyway, the Royals are listed under a different subset of rankings. I think it was like USA Softball. I don't know how that works. But the Royals, also a top team in Minnesota. Bombers, 14U national team at number 2. Minnesota Grizzlies at number 3. The Stix coming in with the overall record of 14-10-2. In-class record of 7-4-2. Scoring an average of 6.2 runs per game while allowing only 4.1. I was worried I actually wasn't going to make it to this tournament because I was in the hospital last week. I don't know if you guys knew that. I just didn't feel right. My body was having the shakes. I was running a fever. Turns out it was just a withdrawal from hanging out with all the amazing Stix families that we have. So I definitely was in attendance. Ins and outs for this tournament. Outs we're going to do first. We have 2 players out. Catcher Avalon Heisey away at camp. Pitcher Maddie Skipstad, who I believe was the 4th player to make the DC trip this summer. I think she's the 4th one because we had Brooklyn, the 2 Byron girls, and then Maddie. The field's noticeably quieter without Ben Skipstad doing all that yelling at games. You know how loud he can get. A lot of BSE in that guy, if you know what I mean. Back in for this tournament, the dynamic duo from Byron. Thank you, Stix. The man upstairs must be a Stix fan. Thank you. Cadence Firstad and Max Steele returning from their week on the East Coast for their school trip to Washington, D.C. Speaking of Washington, D.C., and I know it's an election year, things this week got real crazy. A lot of uncertainty of who is going to be the next president of the United States of America. But how about this campaign right here? How could you say no to Big Adam and Little Adam 2024, baby? Who would not vote for these 2 guys right here to run our country? How fun would that be? Do you think any other country is going to be messing with us, especially with Adam there? No chance. No chance. And nobody in the United States throwing better cookouts at the White House than Adam Hansen right there. Let's go make it happen. Write-in votes, I say. Either way. Maybe... Speaking of MFA Summer Classic, we'll get back to that. 3 games in pool play you see here. Winnipeg, speaking of countries, we had to play a different country right out of the gate. 3rd time that we're playing a squad from the north of the border. Pool play game number 1, we were going to be taking on the Winnipeg Gold Rush out of Manitoba, Canada. We have no stats on them because the website I use is USSSA, and that stands for United States of something, and they're from Canada. So no stats on them. We don't know how good they're going to be. Kind of the warm-ups probably told us all we needed to. We thought, okay, we might be in control of this. Either way, let's get right to the action. I think I got some video highlights. Thank you, Terry Schmitz, for all of these. Top of first, after Kennedy Stewart reaches on an error, She steals second, gets moved over to third on a Molly Voigt bunt. 1 on, 1 out. Nora Hansen up to bat. Hits one to right field. It drops. Stewart scores with these. Stix get their first run. We move to Max Steele in the box. Nora on third now. Ani on second, 1 out. Mac hits a 2-strike outside pitch to the right side, doing her job as Hansen scores. It's now 2-0 Stix. Brooklyn up, down 0-2. Fights this one off to left field. That's going to score Ani easily. That's 3 runs now. 2-out rally continue. Cadence first at down 0-2. Brooklyn running on the pitch. Cadence hits a pop fly to center. Coach Sarah sending Brooklyn the whole way, and she is going to come around and score an RBI single for the Byron product first at. Cadence easily swipes second base on this one, putting her in scoring position. And love how she slides to the backside of the base. Alana Schmidt's up. And one of the more gutsy base running moves by Cadence here. Alana hits it to third, mishandled. Cadence rounding it. No, don't go. Okay, yes, incredible. Anyway, Alana on second, Isla on first, Lily Ryder up. Third baseman boots this one. Alana's going to score. How about this? 6-0 Stix after half an inning. Scoring 4 after the first 2 outs. Unbelievable. Bottom of first, and I want to include more defense. Love defense, right? Alana's pitching. Grounder to Max Steele at third base. Laser to Ani. That's going to be 1 out. Next batter. This one, I believe she hits it into the hole. Brooklyn's going to sit on that one. Fire it over to first. Great dig by Ani. That's going to be our second out of the inning. And then Alana says, I'll take this last one myself, as she strikes the girl out swinging. Stix 6-0 after 1. Top of 2, Molly Voigt leads us off, putting the ball right in between second and right field for a single. Awesome to see that. Then Molly now in second with 1 out. Ani hits one to the left side, eats the third baseman up, and each of our girls will take an extra base as Voigt scores. And there you see Ani going to second. Max Steele back up. She's going to hit one to the left side, and those steel wheels beat out the throw. So we're going to have 2 on with 1 out as Ani is into third base. Brooklyn in the box. She unleashes a swing on this one, gets underneath it though, skies it to left field. Left fielder has trouble, probably should have been tagging at third, Ani, with 1 out, but the run comes in as the ball drops. Brooklyn almost overruns Mac Buck. Luckily, both girls safe. It was 8-1 Stix after 2 innings of play after Alana got all 3 outs herself in the bottom half of the inning. Bottom of 3, Alana gets the first batter to pop it up to Brooklyn at shortstop for the first out. The second out comes at the hands of Isla Hubner in center field as Alana again gets a Gold Rush player to fly out. The third out comes in the form of another pop out, this one in foul territory to Ani Shank. And watch the gracefulness of Ani making this catch. I bet Ani could pull off these moves right here, don't you think? Now, I mean, like, that looks like Ani. Ani just graceful. Just graceful. Now, watch the catch again. Look at. Is that not the same move? Look at that. Ani, perfect 10, baby. Perfect 10. We move to the bottom of the fourth. Stix are up 8-2. Gold Rush down to their last at-bats. Alana Schmidt's on the mound. That's 1. T. Here comes number 2. Give me an S. S. Give me a P. What's that spell? TSP Elite, baby! One of the sponsors of this program, as Alana Schmidt's a top TSP product, shuts it down. Stix win it. 8-2 was the final score. You can see the Stix scored 6 runs in the first, 2 in the second. All easy sledding the rest of the way. 8 runs on 7 hits, 1 error. Winnipeg, 2 runs on 4 hits and 4 errors. Here's the stats for the Stix. Alana Schmidt's fantastic on the mound. The TSP product, 4 innings pitched, 4 hits. Only 1 of those runs was earned. 6 strikeouts for her. Brooklyn Peterson, 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs, a run scored. Molly Voigt, 1 for 2 with a run scored. Nora Hansen, 1 for 3 with an RBI, a run scored. Max Steele, 1 for 3 with an RBI. Cadence first at 1 for 2 with an RBI, run scored. And Lily Ryder, the Pine Island product, 1 for 2 with an RBI. Next up, pool play game number 2. The Stix were taking on the 14U Stealth team out of Shakopee, Minnesota, ranked number 15 in the state for Class 14A with a record of 12-11-1. They took 11th in the Lexi Crutch. They finished 7th at the USSSA top tier state last weekend with 2 heartbreaking 1-run losses. I saw Stealth started their day against the Clutch Hitters. They won that game 10-4. Let's get to the highlights here. Top of the first. This game was a lot of defense, low scoring. Bottom of the first, the real deal. Is this bottom of the first? I can't remember. Real deal Max Steele on the mound for the Stix. Try to bunt, get the leader off, run around. Nope, Steele shuts it down. Next batter, ground ball to Cadence Firstead at short, throws her out with that smooth transition. Now we got two down. This one, shallow fly ball to right center. Kennedy Stewart coming all the way over. Tracks this one down. Great range by the Century Panther. 3 up, 3 down. It would be the same for us in the bottom half of the inning, so we move to the top of the second. Weak ground ball back to Steele. She takes it herself over to Hubner at first. That's going to be the first out of the inning. Stealth 5 batter now. Weak line drive that. Molly Voigt's going to snag closer towards the middle. Second out of the inning. And then after a couple Stix errors, they have girls on second and third with 2 outs. Max Steele picks her teammates up. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 to get out of the inning. Bottom of 2 now, and the Stix get some offense going. 2 outs. And our sweet swinging lefty, Cadence Firstead, is up. She absolutely steps on one. Let's go. I thought it was gone. I was wheeling it around. It hit halfway up the fence. Just needed another 3 feet, I'd say. Firstead motoring around. She would be in with a stand-up triple. Then Alana Schmitz is the next batter up. Hits a blooper to the right side. First baseman can't hold on. We'll take it. We take it. The run scores. Stix are up 1-0. Nora Hansen doesn't get all of it, but with those wheels, no chance you're throwing Nora out. 2 on. But we couldn't get either of them in. It was 1-0 Stix after 2 innings. Now we're in the top of the third. Stealth leadoff runner on second after an air fly ball to deep second base here. Molly Voigt is there. And we get our first out and hold the runner. Now here's, I should get out of the game.
Captain. Fire. Fire!
No explanation here. You know what's coming. Oh, ball in the dirt. Nora Hansen scoops it up. Cannon. Third base. Brooklyn gets the tag easily. That's 1. Now here's another one. Did they not learn their lesson? You know Dikembe Mutombo, whenever he would do something fancy, he would shake his finger. And Nora says, do not steal on me. You thought they'd learn their lesson. They did the very next out. We get another one. Let's go. Hansen fires up the cannon once again. Plenty of gunpowder and lead for Hansen. Kaboom, baby. Here comes Nora. I love it. She actually wasn't doing that. She was just showing first out. 1 out. Top of 4 now, score tied at 1. Runner on first, no outs. They say graphene is the toughest material on the planet. Well, I think it's Steele. Rip shot back up this middle. Max Steele, that is. She took one off the leg in Lakeville. Snags this, doubles up the girl at first. 2 runners reach, 1 by walk, 1 by air. And then Cadence Firstead picks her teammates up, throws the girl out, gets us out of the inning. Top of 5 now, still tied. Time is running out. Max Steele taking down hitters left and right. There's 1 strikeout. Then the second one gets rung up looking, baby. Now we got 2 outs. Stealth threatening with 2 on. Pop out to Cadence, though, deep at the shortstop position. We couldn't get a score in the bottom half of the inning. And me kissing Jennifer Aniston, who should have been my stepsister. This game would end in a tie. Max Steele pitched a heck of a game. Heck of a game pitched by Max Steele. She only allowed 4 hits and 1 run. We just couldn't get her the run support that we needed. Stealth, 1 run on 4 hits, 1 errors. Stix, 1 run on 3 hits and 4 errors. I just said Max Steele, 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 3 strikeouts. Cadence Firstead, 1 for 2 with the triple and that run scored. Alana Schmitz, 1 for 2 with the stolen base. Nora Hansen, 1 for 2. That moves us on to, the pool play game number 3. Sorry, I was mixed up here. Third and final pool play game was against the Clutch Hitters 14U team, and that's how they are out of Bloomington, Minnesota. They have a record of 10-14 overall, 10-8 in class, ranked number 7 in the state for 14B teams. The Clutch Hitters actually took 8th place, if I'm not mistaken, at the Cloquet Northern State Tournament last weekend, 10th place at the Lakeville Summer Grand Slam, and then 12th at the June Jamboree. So they're right in that middle tier, trying to fight into getting into the top brackets. They were coming in at 1-1. They lost to the Stealth and beat Winnipeg. We are the home team, so we would start in the field. Let's get to the highlights. You know I love the highlights. Top of first, baby. Oh, what do we got? Starting off, I think Alana's pitching. Weak line drive to shortstop. Cadence takes that easily. Then Alana, sorry about that, catches this batter sleeping with a filthy changeup. She pulls the string. That's 2 outs. Fly ball to shallow right field here. Kennedy all the way over from center to make this catch. And that's going to be 3 outs there. We move to the bottom of the first. Kennedy Stewart leads us off with a beautiful line drive up the middle for a base hit. What a great start for him. And then the felon, Kennedy Stewart, steals another base to add to her team leading total. I think she's sitting at 12 maybe right now. Don't quote me on that. After Alana Schmidt's walk past ball, we have runners on second and third. Ani Shank with a deep enough fly ball to center field to let our runners tag up. Stewart scores. Schmidt's over to third. 1-0 Stix. After one, we move to the top of the second. Alana Schmidt's pitching. Line drive to center field is how this first one will start. Once Schmitz throws it, I already told you what's going to happen. Well, we got a girl there. Her name's Molly Voigt. She secures that catch easily. Girl on first now. 1 out. And you've heard me talk about Caden's Firsted's arm strength. It's incomparable from one knee. Are you kidding me, Cadence? You got to watch this again. It's so nice. We have to see it twice. She backhands it from one knee all the way across the field. Are you kidding, Cadence? Are you kidding? Get out of here with that. 2 outs, girls on second and third. Fly ball behind first base. Max Steele from second base runs it down for the final out of the inning. Stix still up 1-0. Bottom of 2 now. Brooklyn Peterson leads off. Hits one off the concrete that they're calling an infield. Bounces over the pitcher's head. Easily makes it to first base. During Isla's at bat. Brooklyn swipes second. I think if you were listening to the video, you'd hear me yelling, "Don't look at the catcher" when she's running. We'll have to fix that. Isla would walk, pass ball, puts girls on second and third with just 1 out. Nora Hansen up, hits a rocket to second. Girl says, "Oh, look what I found." Hansen does her job bringing Brooklyn in to score. Stix up 2-0 after 2. Top of the third, Alana still on the mound, dominating. Second pitch of the at-bat. She takes this herself over to Ani. 1 gone. 1 on now. Ground ball to Cadence at short. Bear to bear here. Cadence over to Max Steele. Gets the lead runner. We now have 2 away. Alana says, "I bet Dad's getting tired of all these girls getting a bat on my pitch, so I'm just going to make her whiff." Swing and a miss. Another K for Schmitz. Bottom of the third now. Stix up 2. Alana leads us off. Lifts one into right field. That's trouble. That's trouble. It falls. And Alana is on her horse to second base. So damn fast she is. Look at her sliding in. She takes the extra base. Love that. After Nani Shank walk, Cadence up with 1 out. Puts this one plenty deep in center to score. Alana. Stix up 3-0 after 3 complete innings. Top of 4. Stix find themselves in a little bit of trouble. 2 on with no outs. Next batter pops one up to second base. Max Steele says, "I could catch this with my eyes closed." Please, I'm glad she didn't close her eyes, but she got it. 1 down. Schmitz keeps the ball off the sweet spot here. Lazy line drive to Cadence at short. She comes up throwing to Hani at first. Double play like Cadence is what? 75th double play of the season? Don't quote me on that. Unofficial statistics here. Just awesome. We get out of the inning. Still 3 rip. Bottom of 4. Max Steele on first after a walk. 1 out. Nora Hansen up. Hits one to shortstop. A left-handed shortstop? That's definitely different. First baseman can't handle it. The throw. Hansen has wheels anyway. Steele's moving to third. Nora to second. Lily Ryder up. She lays down a beautiful bunt. Beats out the throw. No problem for the Pine Island product. Bases juice with just 1 out. Kennedy Stewart up. She takes advantage of the infield playing in. Puts it on the backside of the dirt. That's going to score Steele. Stix now up 4-0. Molly Voigt comes up and she smokes this baby. Just absolutely hammers it to center field. Nora's tagging up at third. They try to make a play on Kennedy at first for the 3rd out of the inning, but the throw hit Kennedy on her way back as we got saved. Stix up 5-0 after 4 innings. Top of the 5th, clutch down to their last 3 outs with time taken away. Fly ball to center field. Can of corn for Voigt. 1 out. Girl on first now. Hard hit ball to center field. But heads up play by Molly to not quit. Throws to Max Steele at second for the force out. That's a fielder's choice in the scorebook. Not a hit for all you scoring nerds out there. Alana says, "Enough of this. I'm ready to go jump in a bounce house, baby. Put this girl away." Brooklyn caught it out of the dirt clean, but that's still a live drop third strike. So she makes the throw to first to finish it off. And that is your game, Stix fans. Final score in favor of the good girls. Big Stix energy, baby. BSE 5-1. Let's get to the box score. Here we go. Clutch 1 run on 5 hits, 3 errors. Minnesota Stix 5 runs on 4 hits and 1 error. Lana Schmitz 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, no run. None of those runs were earned. 3 strikeouts. Kennedy Stewart 2 for 3 with an RBI and run scored. Ani Shank 1 for 1 with an RBI. Lily Ryder 1 for 1. And then Nora Hansen, Molly Voigt, and Cadence Firstad each had RBIs. Awesome. So we go out of pool play 2-0-1. 2-0-1, which gave us the 5 seed. And we would have to take on the number 4 seed, Minnesota Magic 14U Gold. They were 3-0 in pool play and bringing to the table a very good pitcher in Ciara Hansen from Rosemount. A couple of big hitters that we saw. Caitlin Rinaldo from Andover. Maya Halverson from Roseville. Stix would need to win 3 straight games to bring home the hardware, get to the title. The number 4 seed Magic they'd have to beat. Then the number 1 seed Force. And then likely the number 2 seed to top it off. Tough stretch. Got to win 3 games in a row, but we are up to the challenge. Here we go with the lineups. The highlights. What am I talking about? We were the visiting team, went up 3 up, 3 down. So bottom of the first is where we start. Mac Steele on the mound. And you know what Jenny says? Sundays are for the Steels. And Mac was fantastic. Freezing 2 batters for strikeouts. Look at that. Knees are just shaking. And then how about this? A high fastball to get the last out. We did give up an unearned run on an error, though, so Magic up 1-0 after 1 inning. Top of 2 after an Alana Schmitz walk. Great at bat by her, being down 0-2. She's still second here. Uh-oh. He's back. He's back. Sniper! Alana, watch out! But she gets to second base. Brooklyn in the box. Very next pitch. An absolute piss missile! What a piss missile. RBI triple ties this game up as Brooklyn Peterson hits like her mom, puts it all the way to the fence. And I love to watch the coaches celebrate with the girls just pumped up when they have big hits. Here's Sarah, double high five. She's jacked up. We were jacked up with the big umbrella, almost floated away. Awesome. Tied it up 1-0. We couldn't bring Brooklyn in to score, so 1-1. Bottom of 2 now. And Mac is up to her old tricks, stealing the confidence of every batter that walks up to the plate, sending them back in tears. Just tears. Ridiculous change up there. Now weak grounder to Nora. And uh-oh! Ready the cannon! Kaboom! 2 outs now. And Max Steele is not allowing anybody else to play in this game. Maybe Nora a little bit, but 5 of the first 6 outs were strikeouts by my main girl, Max Steele out of Byron, 1-1 after 2 innings. We were shut out in the top of the third, moved to the bottom of the third. First 2 hitters reach base, no outs. They try to lay down a sack bunt, pops it up to Steele. She gets the out, tries to double the girl up at first, misplayed, runner on second, moves to third. 1 out now, ground ball to second. Alana flips it to Brooklyn, who tries to turn 2. Ani goes into the splits, but the girl just beats out the throw, and a run scores. Stix now down 2-1. Final out of the inning comes on a ground ball to shortstop. Brooklyn eats this one up like her fruit roll-ups. Inning over. Stix now chasing 1. Top of 4 with 1 out in the books. Cadence Furstead is up, and she barrels up on 1. Absolutely shit smokes it to right center. Wow! How clutch is Cadence? She's got ice water in her veins. A huge triple to get us 1 step closer to tying this thing up. Ani is now up, pulls back the bunt to the backstop. Furstead on her way in, slides in. She's safe. She's safe, and we tie it up at 2. That's huge. We are now headed into the bottom of the 4th, and Mac is finally letting some other people have some fun in the field. Sky high fly ball to Nora Hansen at third. Don't need to fire up the cannon on this one. Save all that. 1 out. Another fly ball now here to center field. We have somebody there. Her name is Kennedy Stewart, and she brings that one in easily for the second out. Last one here, a blooper to Alana Schmitz at second base, and Mac gets the Magic to go 3 up, 3 down as we head to the top of the 5th inning. Max Steele trying to help her own cause. She leads us off as storms were approaching. Fights off an inside pitch with a leadoff single. Unfortunately, the Magic would turn a double play and get out of the inning with the score still knotted at 2. We had a weather delay due to lightning and everything. Magic would start off with 2 straight doubles, putting girls on second and winning run on third. Here's the play. Infield pulled in. Brooklyn tried to throw it to third. Instead flips it to Nora. I don't know. She looks out to me. The calls her safe. Tough angle there. So now bases loaded with no outs. Big pitch by Max Steele for a strikeout. Now we got 1 out. Bases loaded. Magic, though, get a fly ball to deep left field. Deep enough that it's going to get the job done. As the Stix were just 1 out away from sending this game to extra innings. Just a heartbreaker. Heartbreaker of a loss. We lost it 3-2. Our 5th 1-run loss this season. So 5 1-run losses in 3 ties. I mean, we are in 8 games that we could have won. Stix, 2 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors. Minnesota Magic, 3 runs on 6 hits, no errors. Max Steele, 4 2/3 inning pitch, 6 hits. Only one of those runs was earned due to the errors. She had 6 strikeouts. She was also 1 for 2 at the plate. Brooklyn Peterson, 1 for 2 with a triple and an RBI. Cadence Furstead, 1 for 2 with a triple, a run scored. Alana Schmitz, a walk and a run scored. I thought Max Steele pitched a heck of a game. Couple errors, tough times. Close call at third. You know, sometimes the only difference when good teams play each other, difference between winning and losing could be just really tiny, really tiny. Either way, fun to watch these girls play. You saw the box score. Here it is. What's ahead for the Stix? We have our final tournament. It's the 14U NAFA Northern Nationals hosted in Lakeville, Minnesota. 144 12 squared, if I'm not mistaken. My wife's a math teacher. She can check me on that. 144 teams will be participating, broken down into 36 pools. It will be a huge undertaking for this tournament. I think I counted 138 games are being played on Thursday alone. We have slipped a little bit in the rankings now for the state tournament. I just checked. I'm recording this Tuesday night. We're down to number 9. But hoping to be that dark horse, that underdog that makes some waves this weekend. We start out Thursday at 1:30 p.m. against the Velocity, then come back at 4:20 p.m. for the TSC Storm, and Friday morning will be the final pool play game against Centennial Lakes, early one, 8 a.m. Hoping the Cinnamon Rolls raise for that one. Bracket play will start Friday afternoon around 3 to 4 p.m. depending on which one of the one of the 4 brackets. I believe they have 4 brackets that we land in. Excited though. Excited to spend one more weekend with a great group of Stix families. What else do I got for you? Oh, maybe the elephant in the room, but we all know tryout season is coming up, and with that, a lot of unknowns of what happens to our current roster. Like every year, I'm sure some players are considering all of their options, whether to try out for another team or stay with the Stix softball program. Over the last several weeks, I'd say, I've been so fortunate to have a number of conversations with parents, conversations I hope that they know will stay private with me and Crystal, and I appreciate the candor from the group of parents, because I would rather be told the truth or how someone is really feeling than to have someone tell me what they think I want to hear. You know, the reservations or concerns some have, I feel, are very valid. The positives they share are great to listen to, as we have a special group of talented girls. And then the hopes that each parent expresses for the future of his or her daughter, to me, is just really inspiring to see that. I have a ton of respect for the process each family is going through, because I know personally it's not easy. We go through it each year. Can we swing this? You know, club softball for us is borderline cost prohibitive. The financial impact, the time commitment, families are balancing, you know, the schedule of multi-sport athletes and other activities, especially when they're in season for school. If you look at our team, I mean, we have some amazing volleyball players. We have a state champion tennis player. We have a dance phenom out of Lake City. I mean, the list goes on and on about how talented these girls are. And you have the desire of each player, and whether or not do you want to compete at these tournaments, all of these factors kind of play into an extremely difficult decision. And I hope each of the players that are listening to this take just a moment to thank their parents for this opportunity that they've been given, because it does take a lot of sacrifice. Just take a moment to appreciate all the hours on the road driving, the snacks packed in the cooler, the meals that maybe you get to go out to with your teammates to eat at restaurants, the long days at the park, and not just for the parents, friends, family. I know Cadence's grandparents have been there as well. Little brothers, sisters, everybody's there. And don't get me wrong, there's not much that I enjoy more than watching my 2 daughters play sports, but I still hope each of the girls on the team just take a minute to say thank you to their parents and their siblings and their family members when they walk off the field for the final time at Nationals this weekend. It has been an amazing ride and fun year with the girls, and just amazing, such great families that surround them, amazing cookouts we had, plenty of laughs, and hopefully memories that these girls will hold on to for years to come. Whatever you choose to do for next year, I hope you know how much my family appreciates you allowing us to be part of your story, to be along for this Minnesota Stix softball ride in 2024, and to allow us to share this incredible experience with all of you. With that being said, I made a video for you, for all you players out there, that hopefully is a great message when you're thinking about what to do for next year.
Oh, I hope I don't lose you. Please stay. I want you, I need you, oh God. Don't take these beautiful things that I've got. Please stay. I want you, I need you, oh God. Don't take these beautiful things that I've got. Oh, please don't take.
Darn allergies. Dust or something in here. I'm fine. All right. For us, it's probably, when we think about it, it's probably been more about who we play with than who we play for. So all of you girls and your families are a major reason that we work extremely hard to try to give Brooklyn this incredible opportunity to play with such a talented and fun group to be around. We're looking forward to getting to spend one more weekend though with all of you at Nashville. We're not going to Nashville, at Nationals in Lakeville. But I think that's all I have for you this week. We have one more week to go of BSE, and hopefully our squad can make a good run this weekend. This should be a lot of fun. I appreciate you all tuning in this week and for all the support over these last 5 episodes. Got to thank my main man, Terry Schmitz, with a Y. That's Terry with a Y, for streaming all the games and keeping Game Changer up to date so that we can clip these highlights. We were talking about the sacrifices, and for us to see these videos, he's risking his phone and his iPad overheating. He's sacrificing sunburn on his head because he uses his hat to shield the phone from the sun. I mean, what does this guy not do? TSP Elite, baby, bringing it. Big thanks to him for his help behind the scenes. But that's going to do it here. Episode number 5 is in the books, and for the girls stepping on the field one last time this season in a Stix uniform at Nationals, please, I'm begging you, please, do me a solid, do me a favor, and bring that big Stix energy, baby. Let's go!
Okay, I think Brooklyn would give the best maid of honor speech because she is super kind and has so many nice things to say.
I would definitely choose Mac or Nora because those two are the sweetest girls ever and they're so funny.
I definitely think that Alana would give a great maid of honor speech.
Definitely think Brooklyn would do the best maid of honor speech.
It's because she'll say anything without feeling embarrassed.
I think Mac would give the best maid of honor speech.
Okay, I think I would pick Kennedy to be my maid of honor and give a speech because she knows all the funny stories and she's not embarrassed to say anything.